Hello, Steph. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Here's where we're starting with news today. Ontario will stop giving out first doses of the AstraZeneca shot as the risk of rare blood clots linked to the vaccine has risen. Health officials say those who already got AstraZeneca should not be worried.
We maintain that those who received their first dose with the AstraZeneca vaccine did absolutely the right thing to prevent illness and to protect their families, loved ones, and communities.
This vaccine provides significant protection from serious illness, hospitalization, and death, and has provided that protection to hundreds of thousands of people in Ontario.
So new data is showing the risk is now 1 in 60,000 in Ontario. There have been 8 cases of blood clotting here in the province after 654,000 doses. Health officials say this pause is also based on increased supply coming from both Pfizer and Moderna. They add that guidance is coming for those who were vaccinated with AstraZeneca on what they will get next and what they should do. Now, Ontario continues to bend the curve of the third wave as the province reports its lowest COVID case count in nearly 7 weeks. There were 2,073 new infections reported Tuesday. That is the lowest daily increase since March 24th. Hospitalizations also declining. 802 patients are in the ICU. That drop in numbers in part thanks to the efforts of our frontline healthcare workers. So coming up just after 7, we continue to celebrate National Nurses Week. We have a special panel of nurses, and we're going to be talking about their fight against COVID-19. Well, just down the 401, the region of Waterloo, the first in the province to open up vaccinations to children as young as 12. But there is no date for when everyone in the province 12 and older will be able to book a vaccine.
We do have to have those conversations with the public health units in terms of where is your supply, how much have you booked out, when can you practically start to book and offer the vaccine to those adolescents. But it is exciting news.
Here in Ontario, in Toronto, I should say, officials say that expanding eligibility further all depends on how much vaccine is available.
Our clinics are operating at or very close to, if not at maximum capacity now, especially this week. We're seeing them be fully booked. So anyone that is deemed eligible by the province is able to book into any of our any available appointment in any one of our clinics. Our ability, our capacity to deliver is directly correlated to the amount of vaccine that is made available to us.
Right now, Pfizer is the only vaccine authorized by Health Canada for use in 12 to 15-year-olds. Okay, so as our province continues to bend the curve in this third wave, again, reporting the lowest case count that we've seen in some time, I want to bring you here to a live look at a vaccine clinic in Scarborough. We'll bring that to you here in just a moment. This is a live shot at the Boys and Girls Club in East Scarborough, running from 9 a.m. until the evening. And this is for anyone who is 18 or older in the M1C and M1E postal codes. Right now, not seeing any lineups here just yet. Again, we're going to continue to check back in here through the morning, but there are a number of pop-up clinics across the city. You can go to our website, citynews.ca, as we continue to follow that. Let's get you to Halton Region now, and residents who are 40 and older can sign up for their shot a day early. So anyone 40 and above can book through the region's website starting today, and it comes as Halton opens its 7th mass vaccination site, and this one at the Gary Allen Learning Centre. It's located east of Guelph Line in Burlington. All Ontario residents 40 and up can sign up through the provincial booking system starting tomorrow. All right, this was a massive announcement. The feds partnering with the province, injecting billions of dollars into 5 major transit projects across the GTHA.
It is a good deal for the residents of Toronto and York region that will reduce congestion and get cars off the road, create good jobs, connect historically disadvantaged neighborhoods, and tackle climate change.
Ottawa committing $12 billion in total to these projects. Over $10 billion will go toward the Ontario line, the Scarborough Subway Extension, the Yonge North Subway Extension, and the Eglinton Crosstown Extension as well. Critics, though, taking a cautious approach, hoping we don't see more delays and cancellations like we saw with the Hamilton LRT.
What we've seen is an announcement for sure, but we're going to continue to keep pushing so that shovels actually get into the ground. I think they came with a timeline as in terms of the end of the decade, but we would have been years in advance if they had just simply moved ahead with what had been agreed upon.
And coming up just after 8 o'clock here on BT, Federal Infrastructure Minister Catherine McKenna will be joining us live for more on this announcement. Plus, later this morning, she's going to be joining the Ontario Minister of Transportation in a virtual announcement. And that one we will have more on our website, citynews.ca. All right, so we have had months of cabin fever, but Ontario's Science Advisory Table says the province could safely reopen many outdoor facilities, even if the stay-at-home order is extended. Officials say activities like golf, tennis, beach volleyball are all low risk. The Science Advisory Table has criticized the Ford government for restricting several outdoor activities during the stay-at-home order, saying that these restrictions would not control the virus. So far, still no word from the Ontario government on whether or not that's going to change. And I want to give you a quick sports heads up now. Old NHL rivals going head-to-head in the upcoming playoffs as Toronto facing Montreal in the opening round. The Leafs and Canadians, they've met over a dozen times in the postseason in NHL history, but the last time they faced off against each other in the playoffs, 1979. The North Division playoffs begin next week, and I'm sure Sid will bring you more on that. Okay, 6:11 is the time right now. Get ready to place your bets. How much money did the U.S. casino industry make in its first quarter? Mike Epple with that answer coming up next.